Please help me in welcoming to the field the 2025-26 TIO NTFL Men's Division 1 Grand Final umpiring panel. Field umpires: Dylan Hall, Peter Clark, Dean Sullivan. Boundary umpires: Liam Hall, Catherine Flynn, Ellie Ballou and Jessica Stewart. And goal umpires: David Bellaby, Charles Harrigan, and our emergency umpire, Lincoln Clayton. And here come Tracy Village. Let's hear it, Razorback fans.
So join in the chorus and sing it one and all. Join in the chorus, the backs are on the ball. We are the Razorblacks, we're champions, you'll agree. Tracy Village will be premiers, just you wait and see.
And
Welcome to AFL&T's coverage of the 2025-26 TIO NTFL Men's Division 1 Grand Final from TIO on the Larrakia country, where Jabiru are taking on Tracy Village. It's a very exciting day. I'm Mark Dodgy. My co-commentary today is Leo King. Go, Leo.
Yeah, it should be a cracking game today, Dodgy. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Obviously very wet out there, as we can see, but these teams have got a bit of history in grand finals and they've always been crackers, so hopefully nothing less comes to us today.
Absolutely. Jabiru are chasing the history as they look to secure back-to-back premierships after claiming the maiden Northern Territory NTFL flag last year under the guidance of the great Cyril Rioli, so a bit of heritage there. They become one of the benchmark sides of the 25-26 campaign, disciplined, dynamic and incredibly difficult to beat. But there's one big challenge, It's the minor premiers, Tracy Village. They've had consistently been the standard this year and their sights set firmly on the cup themselves. So with a premiership defence like the one they've got, it's going to be a terrific game of footy.
Should be. I think we're waiting to get underway here, and you can see the weather here. There's going to be a bit of a slop, and I think they've played in a couple of grand finals like this where it's just been a bit of a swimming pool out here at TIO Stadium. But both teams really stacking up their midfields, and we've played a few games against both these teams, and yeah, Tracy probably set the benchmark, but Jabiru got a couple of huge ins today. And
they've come a long way to play this game, so they'd be pretty keen to get involved and getting hold of that silverware. So it's going to be a terrific game, and this sort of condition suits the smaller players. So that's going to be a pretty exciting run around that midfield there.
Will definitely be a very fun road trip back if Jabiru can go with the medal around their neck, as I think we're good to go here. And the first men's grand final today, well, actually I think Div 2 have already played last night anyway, but we're going to get underway here as both ruckman for Jabiru and Tracy are going to go. The ball goes up there as it's going to be a pretty slippery ball early. No one can get clean possession in this first contest as Burnett gets hands to it. He's tackled immediately, but it's cleared by Tracy. Ball doesn't go too far. It's almost a taken mark as Waterbury, the Jabiru skipper's trying to get in there, but water's just splashing everywhere. That ball will be pretty heavy early, and the umpire's found a free kick, and it's going to go Tracy's way early. I think he's copped one high there.
Yeah, Jabiru doing the best they can to get back behind the ball, but it looks like a pretty good chance to get a goal going forward here. We're just going to get into the scoring zone.
As Shaw puts it to a good spot, goes through a couple sets of hands. This is dangerous out the back for Jabiru. Tracy are lurking, but they're pretty switched on. The umpire's going to give him a bit of lenience there and say holding the ball as Burnett rubs it in a bit, and they'll be able to exit here. Jabiru, you wouldn't expect too many switch kicks.
They're going to go short and fast, I would think.
Yeah, as they go long down the line, numbers are with Tracy. A few players go off for this one. No one can quite grab it. As it goes out the back here, it ends up with Cruz. He'll kick it forward. It's inside 50. Numbers with Jabiru. There's a third man in. Doesn't time his run the best, though, as Waterbury, the captain, will just get the one out of there. But it's probably going to come straight back. It bounces off the chest, but he still will mark it. Will Benjamin Shaw. And he's got a chance to put this one in as Tracy have set their wall up very well early. Puts it to a dangerous spot. There's a few runners. Almost a good mark there by Jabiru, but couldn't quite stick that one. A few players going in. It's going to be a free kick. I think it might be going Tracy's way, Dodgy. I didn't see that one, but a really good opportunity for Tracy early.
I think there's a bit of push and shove off the ball, umpire right there, so it's going to be a great chance for Tracy to get on the board really quickly. And all this attacking, they need to get some scoreboard pressure going. They've been attacking the ball since it started in the first minute and a half, so they need to get a score here, at least a point, but a goal would be terrific.
Yeah, you feel like just dominating the forward half footy is the way they're going to win today. And that kick will just end to the right from Darcy Reid, and Tracy looking good early. Jabiru would want to get the ball in their hands a bit.
They just seem to not know where to go from this backline, so let's see what they do here. In my mind, they need to get out to this side, the commentary wing side, and get some short options going and get that run going that they're so famous for.
Yes, as Von Senden, he'll take the kick out here. A lot of experience. We'll go for a bit of a run and just get it out of there. That kick wasn't ideal, though. The ball looks pretty heavy already, and there's a few players I think they'll be happy with the boundary line, both teams here, and it'll get there and we'll get a throw in. But I feel like we're going to see a lot of stoppages today, Dodgy.
Yeah, definitely. There's going to be plenty of push and shove around the ball, and some heavy bottles in there, and that takes the energy away, as you know, Leo. So that's you need to get that score up early so that you can not be chasing a big one to come back into.
Definitely. As Flanagan's going to get onto this one, but just beaten to it by Jabiru, and they'll clear it. Oh, just missed the boot there. Players are fighting, and there's a push in the back found. I think this will go Jabiru's way. It will. This is going to end up with Regan, and he wants to go quickly. He's seen something he liked. It's not a terrible kick, but the numbers are with Tracy. It's gone through a few sets of hands. Flanagan will get onto this one. He'll feed the handball back as they're going to work it through here, Tracy. Nothing to come of it as Jabiru will grab that and slam it on the boot. All the numbers with Tracy. Wanamiri's there. He gets a kind bounce. He might be able to get there first. Tracy is sliding in. There's going to be a lot of that today, and they're just going to put it straight on the boot again. A few players go after this one. No one can quite do that, and they're just going to escort this one to the boundary, I think. Ball doesn't want to go over, and Tracy have done a dangerous handball. It's ended up straight with Jabiru. They're going to go inside 50. Rioli's down there, get a set of hands to it. Couldn't quite stick it though. That was a dangerous opportunity, and we'll get a stoppage.
It's exciting with Wanamiri and Rioli both running around that forward line. That's you don't see that very often in this league of footy, so it's fantastic to see that sort of quality of player.
I think Holtz-Fitz is hanging around there as well, so that is terrifying for Tracy Village. They'd want to keep it out of there, as nothing's going to come of this stoppage most likely, as the ball kind of spills out here. As there's players all around it, and I think we'll get another stoppage. No, yes, we will, but yeah, there's going to be a lot of that today. It's really hard to pick up this slippery, heavy footy, I should say.
It is, and you talk about Holtz-Fitz. He played a premiership with the Nightcliff Tigers. I remember that night very well, and he's a terrific player when he gets going. Yeah,
he's really got to settle legs here. As Jabiru looking good here. They could kick this one forward, but it's a good tackle by Tracy there, and I think they'll escort this one over the boundary line again. But both teams just feeling each other out, getting a bit of dominance each, but no one really looked like scoring yet.
Just an arm wrestle, and you expect that with these heavy conditions, but the game will open up, and it's which side's going to be fittest and stick to their plans the best, I think.
You always see this in a grand final, though, wet or not, just both teams a bit nervous early, but there's a chance here. This has come out, and Jabiru will slam this one on the boot. It's dangerous. There's a few numbers down here. As Holtz-Fitz is down there, putting his foot to ball, sockers it, gets a handball there. They've got a chance here, but he just turned back into traffic there, which wasn't the right move. And Tracy have got a few runners here. They try to get boot to ball, but the ball is just going nowhere off the deck. And I think we'll get another stoppage, but you can see how important just forward half footy is going to be today, Dodgy. Like, it's
and those
very
good
hard to exit.
Those good players like Holtz-Fitz, they're going to be the sort of key to that, whether they're able to get that clean footy out, and he did that time, and just unlucky they turned the wrong way.
Yes, definitely is. All players are just diving in. Everyone wants a piece of it, as Flanagan was probably taken without the footy. There's a big hit there, which was a good fair tackle, and that's going to be holding the ball. That was a great tackle there. Run him down and just stripped him of the footy, and Tracy will finally get the ball back.
And they're spreading well here, Tracy, so they're going to be looking for a short option, but they've got plenty of run there as well.
It's Brendan Mason was the recipient of that free kicker, but he really made a meal of that, and he's kicked it out in the full and given it straight back to Jabiru, as Boyne Sendon will bring this one back in. But yeah, the players are struggling to kick the footy. It looks like it weighs a bit.
He'd like to have that kick again, I think.
Yes, definitely. It was a great free kick, but a terrible kick to do it, as Rioli's getting in there. He dives on the footy, gets a little handball out the back. It's dangerous here, but all the numbers are with Tracy. The ball is just going nowhere on the deck. It is just planted there. There's Tracy are all over it, but Jabiru aren't going away anytime soon. I think they'll be happy with the boundary line here, as Whittle, I think, the Tracy Village captain, will make sure that gets over. But I think there's a free kick there. I'm not sure what that one was for, Dodgy.
Not sure, but the interstate people will know, that we probably don't know, we've had so much rain here. We had about 60 mils today already, and it's been solid like that for about 2 months now, so solid rain. And this ground's held up pretty well considering.
Oh, it definitely has, but still not the ideal conditions for footy. It's going to be a slog today, and all the games to come, as Tracy have worked the handballs well here. They can get to about centre wing. A good attack there, but just slipped out the back. Oh, it's a great pick-up. A slick handball from Tracy again. They're working the hands really good early. That's probably a holding the man free kick. It will be. And Tracy going to get rewarded here. They've got a chance to go. As Darcy Reed's got it.
He's going to hold here, and he's done it. Oh, he just shanked the kick a bit.
Does it?
Right into the Jabiru defence.
That was a dangerous kick, but don't mind seeing that attacking, as Jabiru want to go quickly here, which is probably just how they usually want to play. It's a dangerous kick, as Campbell Shields going to get onto this one. He's careful with the tackle. It's tapped out by Tracy Reed. Tries to get a boot to it. Unlucky not to get a kicking in danger there. Jabiru and Campbell Shields. He'll put that into a dangerous spot. Wanamiri's there. He's going to go for this one, but it just fell short of him. He battles up with a tackle. And they're out here. They've got a chance here, Jabiru. They put a boot to ball. Is that a goal? I think it is. It's the first goal of this men's Div 1 grand final. It's the man we just spoke about, Dodgy, Liam Holtz-Fitz, and a great start for Jabiru.
Oh, fantastic. And Liam will be happy with that. He's got the first one up ready for the Bombers, and that's just exciting for him and exciting for the team. And that once again, it was Wanamiri, it was Rioli, it was Holtz-Fitz. They're the guys that are sort of going to give them all the headaches down there, and just keep that ball moving. That's all they've got to do. Keep the ball moving. Havoc ball, if you want to call it, whatever Richmond used to do in those years. Just keep that ball coming in as fast as you can in these conditions, and you're going to be every chance.
Yeah, it's so important to keep it in your forward 50 as well. If you can just keep that territory, you're eventually going to kick one like Jabiru just did. And they've got that dangerous forward line. If they get in there, they're going to make sure they put some score on the board.
And the Razorbacks will be very disappointed. They attacked for the first 5 minutes, weren't able to get a score, and it's pretty important for the Bombers to hit back so well there. They must hit back here, Jabiru.
Yes, goals are like gold today in this weather. As we do battle again in the middle, as Burnett reads that perfectly, and he'll get a little check side forward as Rioli's going to get onto this one. He just dives on the footy as a couple players dive on him. Flanagan's in there, but Jabiru will win this contest again, and it's a good mark there by Campbell Shields at the top of the 50. He definitely doesn't have the distance here with this footy. He sets it up for Wanamiri. He's in a one-on-one here. Uses his body well just through the hands, though couldn't quite grab it. Holtz Fitz jumps onto this one, gets a handball out. Cooper couldn't quite grab it, and Tracy should be able to clear here as they get it to Cruz. He's got a bit of time and space. He's pressured by Burnett, but he does really well. Just taps it on the floor, and that's not a great kick, though. It's going to end up straight back with Jabiru, and they've got a chance to rebound here. And that's a terrible kick. He's given it straight back to Cruz. Bit of a kick to kick here.
Kick in the backyard.
As he goes to the exact same spot. Bit of a better kick this time, but it looks like it might trickle over. But Tracy are not in a terrible spot, but they've just run over the footy. And it's going to come back, and I think Cruz is going to mark it again. He's just eating everything that's coming his way.
He's absolutely killing him out there, isn't he?
That wasn't a great kick, though. And Tracy might be able to get this one through Reed. It's a good handball inside. Bit of a blind handball there, but it might work out here. Not quite. Jabiru will set up well. Bit of a shrug tackle there. And this one will go into the middle of the ground. It's a great mark taken down there by Rain, and he's got to tell everyone, let's just slow down here. Let's keep the footy for a bit. That was a bit of chaos. Just then he set that one up. It's a dangerous kick. There's a few dangerous forwards down there for Jabiru. Unlucky not to get a push in the back there, Tracy. And they'll work the handballs. Cruz has had about 5 touches in a minute and a half, and that's a good kick to Reed. And he's marked it. He's going to go. His Campbell Shields is right, and his hammer just kicks it. And it's a Tracy are in a dangerous spot here. A few numbers, a few players go to ground there. And they've got a player at the back here. Can he get to it? Can he pick it up cleanly? No, he can't, but there's a free kick called. Are they going to take the advantage? I think they will. And it's going to be a goal. It was a bit unorthodox, but Tracy eventually get their first goal, and it was really well done by Chris Knapp there. They took the advantage, and they just kept surging it forward on this near wing here.
Exactly what they've got to do. They've got to take the chances, keep running, keep doing what you're doing. Don't play to the whistle. Just keep going as quickly as you can. Make sure you're not being whistle against, but don't play the whistles, keep going, and that's exactly what they did there, and it's a terrific start for both teams here. Gee, it's going to be exciting, this one, Leo. They're both sort of sides play the same type of footy. Both have got very, very dangerous forward lines, and I thought Jabiru did really well across his back line here in Cruz. I mean, he had about 5 marks in a row. He kicked 2 good kicks, but he did have 5 marks in a row, so tremendous domination across his half-back line down to the wing.
Yeah, I feel like this game's going to go down to the very last minute. Looks like room for an absolute cracker on this midday Saturday as we'll get underway again as Burnett's getting in there. He's been very good from stoppage early. He kicks that one straight in the air to the wing. A one-on-one here. I think Cooper's there. It's gone through his mitts. As Tracy will be able to win this one out, but it's gone through another couple of sets of hand. Cooper butters up again, but no one can really get clean possession. That was thrown out. Umpire doesn't think so. I think Mason's in there. He got his head collected, and he'll get the free kick.
1 out of 2 he got there, the umpire, but that's okay. As long as you get one.
Yeah,
we'll call it as we see it.
Great mark there by Collington. Great kick by Mason, and that's another really good kick. Tracy picking them apart at the moment as Cullen's got it, and he's got a chance to go forward. A little chip kick's really good, and that's going to hit Brodston, and he goes wide. They're really just trying to chip Jabiru around, and they're going to go here, and that's a kick to a dangerous spot, but it's fallen short of his forwards, and Jabiru are there for first. They're not going to do too much with this. That's a really good handball there. There's Voin Senden who will kick this one, and that's a beautiful kick out to Surioli. He'll use his experience. You wouldn't want to be matched up on him today if you're Tracy Village, and that's a good kick to Burnett, and he's got a lot of time in the middle of the ground. He's been good early, steps inside, doesn't know what to do, so he'll just bounce it on the floor. He's getting run down quickly, and he just gets rid of it, but that's not a great kick. He was probably a bit too casual there, and Mason will have this one on the half-back flank.
Just going back to Cyril's kick, how good was it? Right across, picked the bloke out, raining like crazy, just beautiful kick.
And he didn't try to kick the skin off it either, and that's going to kill you in wet weather footy, so yeah, he's definitely played football before.
Once or twice.
So
Hawthorn champion.
As we'll get a stoppage here on the outer wing, and players looking pretty tired out there. It's been a very contested game early, and everyone's just diving into the footy as you'd expect on grand final day. So we'll tap this one, and this footy will just plant on the floor as water's just going everywhere on that wing. And there's just bodies flying. They're clashing with each other. I think this one's just trickled out of bounds, and we'll get another throw in. But both teams will be pretty happy with their start so far, Dodgy.
Yeah, they are. Look, I think both teams would be keen to keep this going. And if you look around the ground, there's man on man or person on person, each right way across the ground. So there's no sort of gathering around the footy. There's everyone's playing to position, and I think that's a smart move in this weather. You just got to keep that ball moving and hope that you can get a break. Yes, definitely. As Burnett wins another clearance, he's been really good early. This goes to the half-back flank, well taken by Tracy, but I think he'll be run down here. That could be holding the ball. It will be. That's a fantastic tackle by Jabiru. I think it was Liam Holtz-Fitz, and he'll get it on the half-back flank. He's trying to get a cheeky 50 there.
He runs around the mark. He tries to give it everything he's got into Wanamiri's path, but it'll end up with Campbell Shields, and he'll have a relatively easy shot on goal, and that was really good by Liam Holtz-Fitz there, Dodgy.
Showing all this class there, isn't he? All the experience, and he's only a young man still, so he's got plenty of footy ahead of him, and yeah, he's definitely trying to stake his claim.
As Campbell Shields just goes casually around the corner, grabs the jumper, and he's kicked Jabiru's second goal. That was fantastic footy from Jabiru, and both teams showing the really good skills in this wet weather day.
He didn't even look like he was trying to have a shot. He just threw the ball on the foot and thought, I'm not going to take too much time here. I'm just going to get it moving, and he did, and that was a great goal. So that puts him 2-0 to 1-1 currently, and that's a sort of indication of the game. It's a really tight game of footy. It's a really high skill game of footy. Considering these conditions, I hope it can continue.
Yeah, definitely. It looks like Tracy are probably winning the midfield battle just slightly. They're getting in there well, but yeah, that Jabiru forward line is so dangerous. There's winners all over, so the back line will just have to be a bit tighter as we're getting a late interchange here from Campbell Shields, and I think Tracy will get a slap on the wrist for a 6-6-6. Yeah.
I don't know why they just don't play free kick now. We've had this rule for 10 years, something like that. 8 years anyway, and it should just be a free kick. But anyway,
I couldn't agree more. It's ridiculous. We're given warnings after a rule for 6 years. Anyway, it's not about us as the ball gets underway. As both the ruckmen lose their feet, and Jabiru will try and clear that one, but that didn't really get boot to ball as Mason's in there. He gets a quick kick just through the midst of Jabiru, and they'll boot it, but he's booted it right into his teammate. I reckon that might be a bit of a gut punch, but Jabiru do well, and they've got the captain.
He's clear here.
Oh, sorry, it's not Waterbury, but he's got a lot of time here, and he chips the kick over the top, and that's a great kick. Oh, it's just dropped. Yes. And Perry, he's got it. That's a bit of a dribble kick. It's not going to work today with this very heavy ball in these conditions, and Tracy is still going. I wanted to hold a man free kick as Whittle will get a clearance, the captain. It'll bounce through. Well read by Waterbury. Cleanly picked that up and slams that towards Jabiru's forward line. Goes through a few sets of hands, though. And wrapped up immediately, and we'll get another stoppage.
And strong support from both supporting groups down here, which is great because it's 12 o'clock in the afternoon, perfect time to play footy when it's not hot like this. It's a beautiful day for temperature-wise anyway.
100%, great excuse to get on the beers early as well.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, the car park was busy. I didn't expect it to be this great, but no, what a great environment we've got here at TIO Stadium. Plenty more to come as we've got a hold in the man free kick. Tracy take advantage, and it's going to work out, but Darcy Reed's just dropped a bit of a sitter, gets a bit of a jumper pull. Umpire said no free kick.
Oh, he's turned it straight over.
But it's still going to work out. A lot of drop marks as Cruz will end up with this one. Great gather. They're going to work this out. Tracy's sloppy skills, though, with this slippery footy. But a good tackle there by Jabiru. There was a couple in there. Tracy's still going out. It's going to work out for Mason, but the umpire's found a free kick. It will go Tracy's way. They're going to take the advantage to a one-on-one here. Doesn't quite work. Tracy want a free kick. Players diving in. Burnett's found himself back there. He'll want to rush this through for a behind, but he does really well. Good composure there. Almost run down. Chips the kick looking for Campbell Shields, but it's going to come straight back through Darcy Reed. He goes on his left boot. It's a pretty good kick, but it's just going to be wide. Ball doesn't quite go over, though. It's still dangerous here. Tracy lurking. They want to hold in the man free kick. They won't get it. They're appealing. But there will be a free kick, and it's going to go Jabiru's way. Tracy won't be very happy as there's a bit of a tussle going on. They're not happy with each other. We know these two teams aren't massive fans of each other due to their last few grand finals.
But Tracy just need to play footy. Don't try and milk the free kick too much. Do it every now and again, but that was just silly, really. He was never going to get a kick there, and push and shove doesn't work on that forward line.
Definitely doesn't. And if you're diving in for that footy and you're going to either get the ball or the free kick, is what you've been taught for a very long time. So hopefully, I'm sure Tracy will do that as Jabiru just soak up a few seconds here. About 1 minute left in this first term here. We're playing 18-minute quarters, and Flanagan cleans that up well, but that's a terrible kick because that's gone over the top, and that's going to be out in the full, and he's given the ball straight back to Jabiru. And unfortunately for Tracy, it's in the hands of Cyril Rioli.
Cyril's telling him all to slow down, keep moving, just work the clock a bit, I think.
Yes, he's all too familiar with grand final day, Cyril Rioli, as he'll bomb this one straight down the line. A few players go up for this one. It just skids out the back, and we'll get a stoppage here. And about 30 seconds left in the term with Jabiru, 2 goals 12 to 1 goal 1-7 Tracy Village.
An exciting start to the game, and as we expected, both sides going really hard at playing a similar style of football. That forward line for the Bombers, though, is so strong.
Yes, it really is, and it's been a great battle in the midfield as well so far. Both teams really having a crack in there. As we'll get this one back underway, both ruckmen just tap it straight back to the boundary line. Jabiru wanted to liberate, but that was never going to happen, as I think this should bring us quarter time, as we've got about 10 seconds left here. And both teams will be pretty happy to get this quarter time, get a rest, just reset with the coach and see what worked, see what didn't.
There it is, AQ, and it's interesting. I don't know who's picked up Cyril Rioli, but he's pretty much running around on his own out there. And Liam Holt Fitz, he's doing whatever he likes. Big Wanamiri down there, he's just a big strength for him to sort of aim towards. And down the other end, there's plenty going on in that midfield, as you said. That's where they're winning it with Jabiru. Cruz, particularly across this half-back and midfield here, has been terrific.
Yes, it definitely has, and that brings us quarter time for this men's Division 1 grand final. Don't go anywhere, we'll be back after this short break.
We're for being in it together. Like Danny's team. She'll be captain next year.
For real?
For real! Or like this couple, celebrating their anniversary.
29 years today.
30?
Whoops, awkward. Well, congrats either way. And Sarah. She loves walking at East Point every Saturday with her besties.
Keep up.
I'm trying, Sarah. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Kazali's Palmerston, where you're always welcome. Our cafe is the perfect place to unwind while the kids let loose in our fully supervised kids club. From our weekly lunch deals to nightly dinner specials, great steak, schnitzels, all your favourite pub classics and modern Asian cuisine. A great selection of drinks, tasty meals, a bit of friendly competition and the best sport. Kazali's has got you sorted. Check out what's happening at kazalisnt.com.au.
Are you ready to beat the coach?
This ain't no regular thing. Came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot in this clean. This for my city, yeah, this for my team.
Play now at supercoach.com.au.
You know Territorians are a hardy bunch.
Hats off to you. Whether you're new or you've been here forever, we know what the weather can throw at us. That's why TIO Home Insurance covers your home for cyclone, storm surge and flood. It's good to know. And with the only contact centre, claims team and assessors based in the Territory,
We're here when you need us most.
TIO, we're for Territorians.
Bring it up, up. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back, bring it back, up, up. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back.
So welcome back to AFL&T's coverage of the 225-26 TIO NTFL Men's Division 1 Grand Final from TIO Stadium on Larrakia Country, where Jabiru are taking on Tracy Village in an absolute fantastic game of footy. It's only 5 points difference in it. How did you see the first quarter there, Leo?
Yeah, I thought Jabiru just got them in the end. Both teams had their periods of dominance, but we were just speaking during the break. It's just that Jabiru forward line that's kind of separated the two teams at the moment. They are so dangerous, and well, I'll definitely expect Tracy to respond with that stacked midfield, and I think they had a good talk with the coach, so I reckon they're good to go. Yeah,
well, Cyril and Matt both coaching and playing out there, so interesting because that they can really be in the heart of it all as we're ready to go again.
We certainly are, as both teams looking to respond. A very mistimed jump by the Tracy ruckman there, but it'll work out, but they can't quite pick it up. A good solid tackle there, but it's going to be holding the man, going to go Tracy's way. They were thinking about the advantage, but they don't. It's going to end up with Mason. He's been good early for Tracy in that midfield. Not a lot he likes, so he's just going to send this one to the half forward flank. There's a few plays there. That is a fantastic mark taken by Adam Cullen there. He's going to go quickly and put it to a dangerous spot. There's a few plays there. A couple sets of hands. Nothing to stick, though. That's a very high tackle there, and Jabiru will get this one, as they have a few words of exchange to give to each other.
Unfortunate for the Razorbacks there, because they were in a great position to kick their second goal for the game.
Yeah, I don't think there was any malice in that, just an attack on the footy, but they should be able to win this back as Cullen sends this one back inside the forward 50. Almost a great mark, and that's just booted off the deck by Jabiru. They just wanted it out of there. A little over-the-head handball, a bit Nick Dacos style, but Whittle's in there, and he's going to be tackled by a couple of players, and that'll be a stoppage.
Dacos, eh? He does it every time, though, doesn't he?
Oh, he sure does. As we've got a bit more rain coming down now, so if you thought it was going to dry up today, you were wrong. It's going to be a very wet day for all finals as Jabiru win this clearance, and they send it to a bit of a contest there. The umpire's found a free kick that's going to go Jabiru's way, and they're going to take the, or they didn't pay the advantage, which is a good thing for Tracy because Jabiru are out there. I think it's Rioli's way. I think they are putting a bit of attention to him, Dodgy. Just got to be careful.
Yeah, but you've got to double team him. He's that good a player, and I know that leaves somebody else up forward, it's up back free, but you've got to make sure that that's what you're trying to do each time.
Yeah, I think Randerson might have just walked over the boundary line there and given a boundary throw in, which is unfortunate, but we'll get another stoppage here on the far centre wing. As Jabiru win this ruck contest very well, but nothing really to come of it. Tracy there, they've worked it, and they've just booted that one inside. Into the middle. Good body contact there. Was that a bit too early? Yes, and it's a good advantage taken there by Liam Flanagan. He chips the kick. It's a dangerous spot. Few players go to ground. They've lost their footing. Tracy looks very dangerous there, but Jabiru cleaned this up well. They've got the footy, but they couldn't quite kick it. Tracy might be able to earn this one back. Whittle wanted to hold in the man free kick. He's really milking that one, but the umpire's not falling for that. But Tracy looking dangerous there.
They were, but the back six of Jabiru held up well then too, so it's a terrific contest on that back line, forward line for both sides.
Yeah, I reckon everyone just lost their footing there, so I think that's something both teams have to focus on. As this one's socked forward by Tracy, they might be able to get here first. A good attack by Jabiru though. Was that an incorrect disposal? Umpire said no. It's put on the boot there by Tuttleby, but nothing to come of it.
Ball just holds up in the wet again.
Yeah, it's just not moving on the deck, and we're going to get a free kick, and it's going to go Jabiru's way, and this Jabiru back six is holding up really well early, Dodgy.
Yeah, they're composed, and they're trying to use their skills as much as they can with those conditions. Terrible kick that time.
That's awful, but might work out. It's gone through about 3 Tracy Village players, but they'll still get it inside as Whittle to Reed, but they couldn't quite stick it as Jabiru finally clear it. Tracy will get there first, though, through rain, but he's tackled immediately, but the Jabiru pressure is just electric. Tracy losing their footing as everyone is. They get up, they could be pinked holding the ball though. They just get it. Flanagan tries to get a handball out, nothing to come of it.
It's well umpired. He's allowing the game to go on a bit so that they can keep the ball moving, which is terrific umpiring.
Absolutely. As Jabiru finally win this one out, but he's kicked it to nobody. It's going to be a bit of a foot race here. Players coming in. Flanagan might get there first. He gets a bit of body. Someone goes for a bit of a body surf. As Holtz-Fitz is there, we know how dangerous he's been. He kicks it inside to find Cyril Rioli, and that is a fantastic kick. And Cyril says, "Yep, I've got this."
Yeah, and the captain and coach, or whatever you want to call him, his leader out there, kicked it forward again.
And he's played on, and that is a fantastic kick. And I think it's landed in the hands of Sam Poom, so he'll have a shot on goal, but that was brilliant by Cyril. He fooled all of Tracy's thinking he was having a shot on goal, and then he's picked his teammate out there. And
experience wasn't it for both Holtz-Fitz and Rioli, just to know exactly what to do when the pressure's on.
Yeah, Holtz-Fitz to Rioli, that's a very dangerous combination. As we'll come in here, can Jabiru put another one on the board? Yes, they can. Jabiru have kicked their third in this second term. They've kicked the first of the second quarter. It's through Sam Hume, and a very good start for Jabiru and Tracy. You'd want to be careful here. Another couple of goals, and it's a very dangerous lead.
They certainly would be a bit concerned, the coaching committee here, because you know, in these sort of conditions, a 2-goal lead is probably a 4 or 5 goal lead, equivalent in a dry day, because the ball's just not moving. So they need to get hit back now and hit back pretty quickly, or at least lock it into their forward line. They tend to. The back six of the Bombers are strong and getting that out so quickly and so easily out of that back line as much as they can each time. So I think they do it the right thing with the midfield. They're strong in the midfield. They just don't have that polish up there at this point in time.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe just a few more dynamics down there, change things up. But we're underway here. There's a few players run over the footy, and then Mason gets in there. He's got a bit of a push in the back there. Umpire didn't think so. I think there's an out-of-zone free kick, and it will go Tracy's way to Mason. He's had a fair bit of the footy early. He's been good for Tracy.
Starting everywhere, he's looking to try and move it. He's kicked it long to a contest, 2-on-1, but looks like almost took a great mark.
Yes, as Jabiru clear it once again, and there's a bit of a foot race here. Flanagan, this will favour him, but he's under a lot of pressure. Was he legged there? Umpire said no. He's on top of it, but he can't quite clear this one. His brother's in there, now gets to Cruz. He's got a couple of Jabiru players to take care of. That was probably holding the ball. His players are sliding after this footy, and they've found a free kick as
Cruz was dealt with off the ball after he kicked it, so I think that's which way it's going to go.
Yep, and Tracy unhappy about it. I think they've got to focus on their football, not exchanging words, as David Cruz has been fantastic for Tracy to start this match, and he's put this one to the half-forward flank.
Just didn't quite get there, but the idea was perfect, really.
Yeah.
Kick between the players.
It's Tracy diving in as Reed goes off the deck. The ball is going absolutely nowhere, as you can see. He gets a good handball out. There's a check side from Tracy. That is an absolutely unreal goal from Tracy Village. Exactly what they needed through Riley Patterson, and they finally answer back. Dodgy.
NTFL footy at its best. That's just wet weather footy, just slamming the ball on the boot, but making sure you're looking as much as you can. And that's how they've got their last goals. In fact, the 2 goals they've got have been on that sort of running type run, kick a goal, and that's exactly what they need to do. And it's made them right back in this game with only a 5-point difference at about halfway mark of the second quarter. So exciting stuff out here at TIO. If you come down and have a look, there's plenty of shelter here, and you're watching some terrific football.
Yeah, that was a huge goal for Tracy, though, because I feel like if Jabiru kicked that next one, that margin all of a sudden becomes really lengthy. So all of a sudden it's 5 points, and very good kicking today considering the weather. Only one behind so far, but we'll get back underway here as the umpire tosses this one up. The Ruckmans will do battle once again. Cruz is trying to get in there. He's been fantastic to start that game. He's gotten the footy, but I think it'll be a Jabiru free kick. It will be. Not sure which way it's going. It's going to go to Randerson.
I didn't see what the free kick was for, but anyway, that's it. Now they've got to get in behind the ball. Jabiru here to stop it.
It's a good kick, but not quite marked. It was the right idea. But now we're just all players going for the footy there. It'll be hard to get this one out. As Cruz is there, he's just tapped it out wide to Flanagan. It's going to work out. He wants it back, but Flanagan couldn't quite get the ball. But he'll get a push in the back, free kick. If Tracy, they get lucky with not taking the advantage there, because they would have been holding the ball.
Well, I thought they did take the advantage, but anyway, umpire hasn't seen it that way, so they've got another chance to reset here. They're going to go towards the wing here in the slop. Just need to make sure the kick's right. It's not quite, but it's bouncing the right way.
It'll work out in the end as Tracy will get this one forward. It's a dangerous spot. Great spoil there from Jabiru. Really well read without giving away a free kick. A huge stiff arm there, but he's dropped the footy, and it's going to be holding the ball.
He's taken very high, I thought.
Oh, it's Jabiru ripping into each other here. There's Matt Cameron, the coach of Tracy, actually, the player coach. And he's going to line up. It's going to be a very difficult kick in the wet, though, Dodgy.
He needs to look for an option, but at the moment there's no movement around that forward line. I don't think anyone's got any idea what they should be doing here. So, I mean, surely you put a couple of runs on even without going to be on it just to try and pull those players out a bit.
Yeah, you'd think you'd just maybe have a crack, set it up to the top of the goal square, give your forwards a chance. He's taking his time here.
There's a run there.
Yeah, he looks pretty zoned in on kicking this goal, the coach.
That's the right thing, pull the big players out.
Matt Cameron, it's not a terrible looking kick, but it just stayed to the right. He kicked that beautifully, though, with a heavy ball and slippery conditions.
It was a terrific kick, and just unlucky, just faded a little bit at the end, but gee, that's putting the pressure on, and that's what you want to do, because then each time that ball comes down, they're going to be looking for him, because he don't know he can kick well.
Yeah, both teams had their periods of dominance so far this afternoon, with getting there, and Tracy are in one of those at the moment. They've set up well, but it'll be cleared here by Jabiru, almost marked by Cruz, but he's just dropped that one. Bit of a push in the back. Tracy trying to get a few free kicks, and Jabiru go for an inside kick. It's a dangerous one. It won't quite work out, but Tracy couldn't find their boot. Jabiru handball wide, and they're out here. They've got numbers as Samuel Wright's got it, and he'll put this one in the direction of Campbell Shields. A good spoil there from Tracy. They've done well. They're going to kick this one off the deck. Doesn't go super far, but they've done well. As Jabiru have worked really well here to get numbers as Cooper picks this one up. Quick handball out to his teammate, but he couldn't quite grab that. Cooper gets it back. Another handball out. He's going to find Wright. He's going to kick off his left foot. I think it's Holtz Fitz using his body. A little jumper tug. Umpire didn't see it, and we'll finally get a boundary throw in, but we know how fast Jabiru can move the ball, Dodgy, so Tracy got to be careful. Absolutely, and it's this is where they need to lock it in if they possibly can, try and hold that ball in that forward line a bit while it gets some pressure on them. As we've got a forward 50 stoppage, and Tracy wouldn't want that with some of the names that Jabiru have in that forward line. As it comes in, it goes over both the ruckman's heads, and Mason will clear this one for... Oh, but it's going to end up straight back to Jabiru through Randerson. He's had a fair bit of the footy in this second term. The kick wasn't great, though. It was to Tracy's advantage. Didn't lower his eyes. He should have had a look, see what's going on. He's going to clear it quite easily here, Tracy. Jabiru. As Mason's going to get onto this one. They've done well here, but the handball was just a bit off target. But they've worked their hands well today, considering the weather. This is to the half-forward flank. Their forward got there first, but couldn't be clean. There's Reed's there. Slick handballs. They've got numbers out everywhere here. They've found their coach, and is he going to chip it over to Cruz? He will, and he's going to run into an open goal. That is end-to-end footy from Tracy Village, as good as it gets, and they have hit the front by 2 points. What a game of footy we've got here on a Saturday afternoon, Dodgy. It's spectacular, and look, David Cruz has worked so hard all day. It's good to see him get a reward on the scoreboard there too. I think he's almost BOG for me, and he's all over the ground, and that was just great running. Kept running, and the captain just blocked it right in front of him, and that's the sort of ball that you like coming in as a forward. Yes, and he's just been in the perfect spots all day, hasn't he? He's just been time in the front centres and getting plenty of the footy, and that was a perfect spot, and that was so well worked by Tracy. Just that inside kick, just a bit of a gamble, but gone out the back, and they were out everywhere, and that was almost looked like that was a bit of Jabiru type football. It was, and Tracy had just gone to a 2-point lead, so it's 3-2, 20 to 3 goals. Great football all around the ground. This is spectacular. I hope you're enjoying the coverage here. We're really enjoying bringing it to you for AFLNT on AFLNT TV. As Tracy, they're going to keep this dominance up. They'll pick this one forward. It was probably touched, but it's dropped anyway. It's going to be kicked straight into Jabiru's hands, and they'll go to the half-forward flank here. There's a bit of a one-on-one. No one can really win this out. Probably an incorrect disposal. Great pick-up by Flanagan, but the umpire's good holding the man to Jabiru's way. Tracy will feel hard done by, but anyway, they've got a chance to go forward here through Samuel Hume, a goal kicker for Jabiru. It's a good kick to Wanamiri. He's used his body, but it's going to be a push in the back. Unlucky. I thought he actually did pretty well with his body then. It's just a little bit sloppy, I suppose, and the free kick was there. Yeah, it was pretty in the back. He usually does that to the side. That's unlucky, but he's had nothing to do today, Wanamiri. He's one that could get into the game for Jabiru. It wasn't a great inside 50 there from Wanamiri. Just seems to be range the wrong position for mine. He needs to sort of keep an eye on what's going on up the field a bit. 100%. As this ball goes out the back, this is dangerous for Jabiru, but they should be able to get there first. But a bit of a fumble. Tracy there, his Cruz is there. He's been dangerous all day. It's a bit of a flood down on that far wing as Burnett gets there. He was legged there, and umpire saw it. They shouldn't pay the advantage there, and they won't, as we've got about 5 minutes left in this second term, and it's definitely been all Tracy this term. Yeah, Bombers need to hit back here if they can and lock that ball in at forward line, at least not allow any more goals through, but also try and get one back themselves, because they'd love to go into the break into the half time. Absolutely, as Burnett just kicks a barrel, and it's going to work out. Yeah. Randerson, he's got a chance to put this inside 50. He's directing his players, sets it to a dangerous spot. Almost a great mark taken by Tracy. And Wanamiri gets in there. He gets a handball out, but he's given it straight to his opposition. And they'll get an exit here. Tracy, no one can mark this ball. It's on the ground. Randerson wants it. He gets it, but he's under immediate Tracy Village pressure. Gets a handball out, and they'll enter inside 50 once again. Jabiru, a bit of dominance. No mark taken. This is out the back. It's pretty dangerous here. Tracy under a lot of pressure. This goes out the back, but we'll get it behind. And almost a good result that time for the Bombers, because they've actually locked the ball in, got one extra point on the board, but most importantly, they're not allowing that score to continue, because Tracy were just doing, Tracy were doing whatever they wanted pretty much up to that point, the Razorbacks. You just see every time Jabiru go forward, they're just so dangerous. There's always someone, and that is an awful kick in by Flanagan. He's given it straight to Sam Hume. That is a gift for him, and he's just going to walk back. He's turned his back and said, boys, let me have a shot on goal with 4 minutes left in the second. And Hume, already a goal kicker, I think, so he's going to be very, very close to getting this one, and that'll give him a break going in. Yeah, it's not a tricky kick, though, in the wet with this ball. Very waterlogged due to Hume, with a bit of rain coming down, but he's Going to go through his routine. That kick won't have the distance, and it's going to be out in the full in the end.
No score. Good result for the Razorbacks then, because they would have gone in at level. Now they've got a 1 point lead, and all leads are good leads in this type of footy.
They certainly are. Goals are hard to come by.
Almost on half-time break here.
As Flanagan will just boom that one down the line, and Tracy are going to win this. They've got Reid out the back here. He should be able to mark this, but it's just bounced off his chest, but he'll butter up and go again. They're working the handballs here. They try to get out of the back, but it was just chopped off by Jabiru. They were almost out there looking so dangerous here. Tracy, as Reid's got it, he's going to go for a run. He's got a one-on-one there. He kicks inside. It's a 2-on-1 in Tracy's favour. He's dropped the mark. They're still looking dangerous here, though. There's Tracy Village plays everywhere. Can they make something come of this?
Bodies flying left and right. This is the sort of footy we love to watch, Leo.
It certainly is, but Jabiru will breathe a sigh of relief as they've found a free kick for them.
Yeah, this is going to slow down. They'll probably hold this out and try and waste a bit of time to bring it to the half-time break. Oh, he's shanked the kick. Turned it straight over, but it's gone out of bounds on the full, is it? Or?
No, I think it's just bounced in, so they'll get a stoppage here with 2 and a bit minutes left, and both teams have won red time here, and I think both teams will be happy with half-time at the moment.
Although I think Tracy would love to sort of sneak one if they can.
Oh, they definitely would.
They're in attack.
They've got a stoppage here as Mason gets that. He was taken a bit high there, but umpire said all in the tackle. Nothing wrong with that.
I think he fell and then the ham slipped up, so I think that's a correct decision. I think the umpires have been terrific today. It's a tough thing to umpire these grand finals, particularly in these sort of conditions with sides that are very similar.
Yes, I'm very glad they're not overusing their whistle. They're letting this game go, and it's been absolutely unreal to watch as Darcy Reid's under this one. He taps it wide, goes through a couple of Jabiru hands, and there's a tackle there. Could be holding the ball here if the umpire thinks so. He says no, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, and we'll get another stoppage. But you feel like Jabiru are just hanging on here in this second term.
Yeah, Tracy looking to try and get 1 or 2 free. They've got 3 or 4 players loose in this forward line.
There's a few players just tapping this one as Tracy will get this one forward. There's a few Tracy players here. It's a dangerous situation for Jabiru. They're just going to dive on the footy. Could this be holding the ball? The umpire, has he pinged him?
I thought the out of zone umpire was going to call it, but he's decided he went like that, hold his arms back and didn't quite do it.
Yeah, he was circling like a shark there, ready to pay help.
It was 50-50, so you can't blame him, but gee was almost gone.
Yeah, it was a very tough decision, but Tracy is still just banging this door down. They want another one before half-time, and that would really give them the momentum. As Jabiru finally cleared this one. Kick was a bit of a nothing kick. I think Burnett's just got a head clip there. That was a dangerous bump. And
yeah, it's a free kick, and that's going to calm things down a bit. There's a few bodies flying around off the ball here, a bit of push and shove, but it's all friendly banter, friendly fire.
Yeah.
And yes, Jabiru come wide here, trying to find a way out of this back line, out of this slop, and trying to get it some sort of dry ground. Big kick forward, but all the numbers with Tracy.
Yeah. Flanagan's got this one. He chips this one over the top. It's a clever kick, and it's going to be a mark to Tracy Village as Chris Knapp has got this one, and he's got 30 seconds left. I'm sure his teammates are screaming at him, take your 30, take your 30. Let's have a shot on goal here.
This game is just ebbing and flowing, and how terrific is it to see this sort of standard of footy at this level? It's fantastic, and here they are. They're trying to win a premiership, and he's got a kick almost on the bowels of half-time.
He's probably going to kick it on the siren. What a kick this would be if Tracy can put this one through.
He's a left footer, isn't he?
Oh, no idea. As the siren goes, he's 45 out. He's got a fair bit on it, but it's just going to hang left. But a fantastic quarter from Tracy Village as they take the lead. 3-1-19 to Jabiru to 3-3-21. And we've certainly got a game on our hands here, Dodgy.
We have, and we thought, both of us thought that Jabiru were going to dominate that quarter. They started off that way, but gee, Tracy came good. They got their flow happening. They're running around the ball. And, mate, how good is David Cruz? I mean, he's everywhere around the ball. He's kicking goals. He's offering the push forward. And he's just a team lifter when it comes to going forward like that. And that bit of play at the end there, that just goes to show the depth of strength they've got at Tracy Village. But Jabiru, full of stars, and those stars will stand up when it gets tough, and the guns are firing in that last quarter. So I think this is going to be a terrific second half.
Yes, it is going to be an absolute cracker. There are stars everywhere, as you just said, Dodgy. So do not go anywhere. We will be back with you after this main break.
We're for being in it together. Like Danny's team. She'll be captain next year.
For real?
For real! Or like this couple, celebrating their anniversary.
29 years today.
30?
Whoops, awkward. Well, congrats either way. And Sarah, She loves walking at East Point every Saturday with her besties.
Keep up.
I'm trying, Sarah. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Kazali's Palmerston, where you're always welcome. Our cafe is the perfect place to unwind while the kids let loose in our fully supervised kids club. From our weekly lunch deals to nightly dinner specials, great steak, schnitzels, all your favourite pub classics and modern Asian cuisine. A great selection of drinks, tasty meals, a bit of friendly competition and the best sport. Kazali's has got you sorted. Check out what's happening at kazalisnt.com.au.
Are you ready to beat the coach?
This ain't no regular thing. Came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot in this clean. This for my city, yeah, this for my team.
Play now at supercoach.com.au.
You know Territorians are a hardy bunch.
Hats off to you. Whether you're new or you've been here forever, we know what the weather can throw at us. That's why TIO Home Insurance covers your home for cyclone, storm surge and flood. It's good to know. And with the only contact centre, claims team and assessors based in the Territory,
We're here when you need us most.
TIO, we're for Territorians.
Bring it up, up. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back, bring it back, up, up. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back.
Welcome back to AFLNT coverage of the 2025-26 TIO NTFL Men's Division 1 Grand Final. A week early for that one. Here live from TIO Stadium in Larrakia Country, where Jabiru take on Tracy Village in an absolute terrific game. How'd you see the first half there, Leo?
Had a bit of everything, didn't it? Dodgy, yeah. It was awesome, and Tracy definitely dominated that second term, but Jabiru still looked dangerous. But yeah, I thought both teams had their quarter. Jabiru had the first, Tracy had the second, and I think there is plenty of twists and turns to go in this second half, so bring it on.
Plenty of feeling out there too, and it's all fair stuff. It's all just off the ball, shoving a little bit because of the conditions, and we haven't seen the yellow cards or red cards. It's been terrific so far. Yes, and we know both these teams have had a bit of history in grand finals. I'm not sure the last time it was a Div 1 grand final without these two teams. So been a long time, and a terrific turnout from the Jabiru supporters. They've filled up half a stadium over there, so that's terrific. That's a long way to come up for a game of footy. Yes, and the Anthem Highway wouldn't have been dry, so they've done very well to get out here. As we're back underway for this premiership quarter and this men's Div 1 grand final here at TIO. Is similar to the first couple of stoppages, both teams just sliding in everywhere, but Jabiru will win this one out, and this will go wide as we've got a bit of a foot race here. Both players just charging over for that footy, but no one can really get hands to it. Jabiru get there, but this one was working its way towards the boundary. It refuses to go out though, and Tracy do well working the hands here. They've done that pretty well all day, but they've eventually turned it over. But there's a free kick found that's going to go Jabiru's way. I'm not sure what that was for, Dodgy, but a little bit off the ball, I think, and it was unlucky not to get a slide tackle in there, so it's probably a fair result in the end. Jack Regan will be the recipient of this free kick, and he'll just bomb this one down the line. And how good was that kick? That's a great set of hands as well through Boom, who's had a really good game actually, had a couple of chances on goal. He's been in good spots, and he'll set this one up for a couple of players and taken high there, and that's a free kick to Jabiru, as that'll go to Aiden McAdam. Chance to have a shot on goal. It's just a bit of a silly arm there from Tracy. Well, yeah, and look, I think it was unintentional, but it's still there, and you just got to be careful when you're in that back line. Any mistake you make, that's going to cost you. Definitely, but not an easy shot on goal. With all the goals today have come from pretty easy spots considering the weather, but both teams have had their kicking boots on so far this afternoon, and he's going to take his time with this one with his set shot, and this will be an awesome start for Jabiru. There's no real pop-up leads. We've got Surioli down there directing everyone. And he comes in. It's not a terrible looking kick, and he's just put it skinny though, but thought it was in for a second there. Well, he put plenty on it. He was able to get a bit of spin around on that, and I think that's not a bad effort for him, because I mean, what they want to do is make sure they try and lock this in, perhaps for a 7-point turnaround. If they could get a sneaky mark here and have a re-entry, it's going to make it a very good return. Callum Flanagan, he'll be on kick-out duties as kicks to the top of the goal square. There's a free kick though, and it's going Tracy's way. I think it might have been a bit of an unrealistic attempt. Went for a specky, but didn't get hands to it. As Tracy have got the footy on the half-back flank. Tough call. That ball was coming in pretty hard. When they're at the back here, Tracy, it's a good soccer by Mason, and he soccers it again. But that Jabiru back six have held up very well all day, considering the pressure they've been under. And it's just a game of soccer at the moment. It's just no one wants to pick it up, as Burnett says, give it to me, and then he gives a quick slick handball back out to his teammate, but he's going to get it again. He's going to put it on the boot, and this one's going to go inside, but it's got Tracy Village written all over it. It's almost a game of rugby union, the way it's going along the ground there, and it's those sort of conditions. You're just going to have to keep at it. You hope your fitness level, all that work you did early in the season, pays off in the end here. Fantastic kick from Hirsch, and he has just found Shugman, and he's got a shot on goal here, but that was a perfect kick. He just pointed him out and hit him on the chest. I don't know even how he saw him. It must be a set play, because I didn't see him run there. Oh, and that's another great grab down there by Chris Knapp. He's already got one on the ball, but that is a fantastic set of hands in a very slippery day. Yeah, look, and Knapp was terrific there, and he's got a real chance to bring home that advantage again for the Village, with the Razorbacks trying to have another shot on goal here, and he's not a long way out. There's a real good chance of this one. Just a fantastic play from Shugman to Knapp, and he's got a shot on goal about 35 out directly in front. It gets a fair bit on it, but the umpire's lost his footing. I'm not sure if it's gone through, but it looks he's not celebrating, so I think it's just gone right. Hopefully that goal umpire's okay. He's not the players aren't the only ones finding these conditions tricky. No, I think it's more embarrassment than hurt there. He got up before he fell down. No, he got up and did his flag, so he's done his job. Good on him. Good on you, umpire. Anyway, as Jabiru have just barreled this one out of the back line, and it's going to get out the back, and they're looking dangerous here. They've got a couple of players onto this one. No one can be clean though, as it's just been a lot of soccering early in this third term, and they're going to keep going. Just
dribbling Cristiano Ronaldo style. He might go again. I think he socketed that about 100 metres.
Almost like junior footy. That's what they do in the juniors. Someone's got to pick it up here, though. Trying.
Campbell Shields has done well, and that's a perfect kick to Holtz Fitz, and that is just perfect wet weather footy from Jabiru. Just get it forward at all means cost, and it's worked out perfectly.
Here he goes. He's having a swing round. He's going to.
Holtz Fitz has kicked a
goal.
He's kicked his second. What a goal from Jabiru. They just made it work. They started from the half-back flank and socketed about 100 metres, and look at that. They've got a goal.
Young Fitz is never going to let you down when he's in that position in front of goal, and he did a great job there, and that's just terrific footy in the wet, and they just kept the ball going, and as you said, Christian Ronaldo will be happy with some of those passes going forward.
100%. Just you want to keep it going forward and wet weather footy, and that's exactly what Jabiru did. He knew he had someone on his hammer, so he was like, well, I'm not picking it up, I'm just going to keep it moving. And a beautiful kick from Campbell Shields to Liam Holtz Fitz, and he's a very good finisher on goal, as you would all know very well, Dodgy.
Absolutely, and look, gee, that's really a good return for the Bombers, because they were in all sorts of strife with the ball going forward again, and they hadn't kicked a goal for a little while. So, gee, it's put another spring in this game, and I hope you're enjoying the coverage here, because we're really loving bringing it to you.
It is an absolutely fantastic grand final, certainly living up. That was a throw, I think, but umpire said no. That kick was smothered, a good smother there from Tracy.
Gone about 3 metres over the middle there so far.
Players just diving in. Burnett goes for a bit of a body surf, but they found a free kick to go. Oh no, he pointed to Tracy, then he pointed to Jabiru, so it's Jabiru's way.
Jabiru.
Oh, sorry, Dodgy.
Go on. I was going to say they've got set here for a big mark. Didn't quite get there, but the idea was exactly right.
It's Campbell Shields put this one on the boot. There's a free kick. Is it going to be advantage? No, but it's Tracy Village's way anyway, and Jabiru don't agree with that, as McAdam was a bit confused why that was paid against him, but it was a trip. I didn't really see that one, but...
Have you ever seen a side agree with a free kick?
Yeah, very good point, Dodgy.
Well done, umpire.
Can't say that I have.
No.
So, there's a few numbers here, and it's just going to land in the lap of Cullen, and
he's
taking a great perfect spot. Yeah, so he's going to go down the line here, and I think that's Reed who's there. He's going to take a really good mark. He was in the front spot. Jabiru have crept forward there. He's got to be careful not to give away 50 here, and Reed's going to poke this one wide.
Gee, they look clean, don't they, Jabiru, when they go forward like that?
They really, really do. As Gordon, he's got this one. He's going to set this one up for a couple of big forwards. Good defensive work by Jabiru. Just got rid of it.
Double fisted out of there, and that's perfect for wet weather footy again.
There's Whittles in there. He wanted a free kick for Holden Man. There was a couple players being reached off the footy. There's so many players in this little contest here. No one can get a clean possession. A solid tackle there, and that'll be holding the ball. That's a very quick call though, but a very good tackle by Nungawali. And with his headgear there, he's directing his team around, and that kick hasn't gone far. Surioli's there, gets a bit of a nudge in the back. He wants to try and get involved in the game. Didn't have much to do in that second term, but Redison's out the back here, but just couldn't quite get to the footy. That couldn't be deliberate, no. As we'll get another stoppage, but
yeah,
you just can't pick a winner at the moment.
No, it's a real arm wrestle. I think the Village have looked very, very clean around the footy, but Jabiru just got that ability to keep the ball moving forward, and those last stars, as we keep mentioning, down the forward line with Fitzy down there waiting for a couple. And if they can get Cyril involved a bit more, I think they'd put some more pressure on.
Absolutely. I think Austin Wanamira is one that Jabiru, would really want to get involved. He's had very little to do so far, and we know how dangerous he is up forward, so...
For mine, he's moving to the wrong spot. He just seems to be misreading a little bit. Now, I don't know if that's the conditions that are throwing him off, or he's just having a bit of a bad day. But, as long as he puts his body on it a couple of times, that's what it's going to make it different down that forward line.
Absolutely. We know he can impact with just a couple of minutes anyway. But Tracy have gotten a bit of territory here, but Jabiru are defending well. They're just trying to get the ball forward as much as they can. But nothing to come of this one. We'll get another stoppage.
And the umpire's going to have very sore arms from these ball-ups around the ground. And once again, congratulations. The umpires are doing a great job in keeping this game under control today.
Yeah, they've been absolutely brilliant, and there's a lot of pressure on the grand final, so I couldn't imagine. But that was a bit of a dodgy bump there, and Jabiru win this one out through Wyatt. And
just lucky Wyatt's a big boy, because that was a hard bump, that one.
Yeah.
Oh, he shanked the kick.
Maybe he was a bit dizzy from that, because that's gone out in the full, and I think the Tracy Village crowd are giving him a bit of sugar about it, so he wouldn't be too happy with that. And Tracy will end up with the footy, and they've gone for a dangerous kick here. And I think it's going to be a 50-metre penalty, as I think Randerson's just crept over the mark a bit too early, and that's a costly error, as Tracy going to be in a very dangerous position. But
into the protected area, and it's just basic footy, and you can't do that in these sort of conditions, because this is a 50-metre penalty is a long way when the rain's like this, and it's hard to get the ball 20. So that's a really costly mistake.
Yeah, I think Cole Schmidt deserves a lot of credit for Tracy. He's really held Austin Montgomery to nothing. He's had a couple one-on-one matchups and he's just timed them really well, and we know how dangerous he is. But anyway, Tracy got a shot on goal here through Corrie. He's about 58. This will take his very best with a heavy footy. It's not a bad effort. It's a pretty good-looking kick. Does it have the distance?
I think it does.
Umpire's called touch, though. That was so close. Jabiru were confident they touched it, but that was a great effort.
Tracy was celebrating. They thought they had that, and I thought it looked good off the boot. But that's a great effort, like you say, and good footy again from the village.
Really good from the goal umpire as well, not just saying he's not sure. He was confident in that, paid it straight away, and now we're back underway. So umpiring has been awesome today, as you just said, Dodgy, but that is not a good kick, and Tracy will end up with this one.
And that's the umpire that's going to have the dirty pants to clean when he gets home, because all the mud's on the back of his necks there. So he's done all right. He's come good.
That's a great kick from Cameron in board, and Tracy will have a chance to go forward again here. Goes over a couple sets of hands of Jabiru, and they've dropped a couple of marks, but they'll still end up with it. They've handballed straight over the back. A big push in the back there from Tracy, and they'll put this one inside 50. They've just popped it up to a one-on-one. They get both holding each other. No free kick there, rightly so. And this ball's ended up out of bounds, and we'll get another forward 50 stoppage from Tracy. But if you're Tracy right now, Dodgy, you'd want to start putting some score on the board if you're dominating like this, because you've seen how quickly Jabiru can score. You do, and scoreboard pressure is so important, Leo. It's important that they keep the ball moving, but it's also important you get at least a point each time going forward. You just want to make sure you get sick wherever you can, but just an out of bounds or a free kick is not what you're looking for when you've got that sort of pressure on. Absolutely, a point's almost a goal in this weather. It is. Reed's put this one on the boot. That could be a goal. Is it going to bounce through? It has. Darcy Reed has kicked a goal for Tracy just when we said they needed to put some scoreboard pressure on. He's put one through with a great goal, and Tracy hit the front again. What a game we have here on Saturday afternoon. Fantastic goal, that one, and he just threw the ball and put in exactly what we said. You've got to make sure that with all that dominance around the forward line, you get a goal as a return, and there they are, and they've hit the front again. So I'd say it's a tremendous game of footy, and those Razorback forwards are just doing everything they can to make sure the ball keeps forward. They're trying to lock it in. It's worked. Where you look at Jabiru and that run out of the back line they got with the ball along the ground. I mean, you can't do that every time, but gee, that's the sort of footy they've got to play. They've got to play that running game if they can. So we've only got a 3-point break here, so it's 4-2 to 4-5, and a terrific game of footy. Hope you're enjoying AFLNT's coverage of this game live on the stream there. You can watch that anywhere in Australia, and why wouldn't you be watching it? It's a fantastic game to watch. It is absolutely unreal. This is anyone's game in goal for goal here for a bit, and you really can't pick a winner. This will go down to the very last few minutes, I reckon, as both teams just diving in the middle, going for that footy, just that grand final intensity. Stripped to the footy with Jabiru, but no free kick. He wins it back, gives it to Burnett. He loses his footing, gets ragdolled a bit, but Jabiru do well. Their halfback flanker goes. Stand up under pressure there, didn't even stood up well. And they could be out here. As Randerson, he's onto this one, couldn't pick it up cleanly. He's tackled by the captain, Whittle, and he's called it high. That was pretty unlucky there, but probably a free kick. Dived, I thought, but that's the way it goes, and he dived into the mud too, so he's going to have a bit to wipe out of his eye. But just standing up there under pressure, Jabiru, that time, I'm not sure who that was, but he just stood up and was able to hit control of the footy. That's a very dangerous kick. It almost works out, but Tracy are onto this one. They could be out here, but there's just fumbles, as we've seen all day, in this absolute slog of a game so far. And a little kick, that's probably not 15, but he's paid it a push in the back, which is probably the right decision. Tracy Village, you've got two spares here running forward, running back, I should say. So they're going to try and run the ball out if they can. So they have to be really careful, clean with their footy here, as they haven't necessarily been all day, Jabiru. So just be careful with this ball going forward. And Misha Perry was the recipient. He puts to the half-forward flank, goes through a lot of sets of hands. They're dangerous out the back, Jabiru, as we know. As Surrealis was playing a bit of soccer going forward. Couldn't quite work out. They've defended well there, Tracy, but they're still not out of trouble. Mason's onto this one. Can he pick it up cleanly? He does. He does really well. Kicks that to the boundary line. It's out in the full, but it gives his team a chance to reset. And there's the brilliance of having those. That's good coaching from Tracy, who just had those players running back and give those two extra options to get the ball out and smother the ball in these sort of conditions. It's perfect football. Yeah, both coaches pretty switched on, as Matt Cameron, the coach for Tracy, and Surioli, the coach for Jabiru, both coaches out there, which is what you love to see, and they're definitely playing like their coaches. Burnett sets it up for his forwards. It gets out the back of everyone. Flanagan's there, picks it up beautifully, but loses his footing, and he takes that to the boundary line. I reckon he's done that pretty cleverly. Very cleverly. It was a deliberate, but wasn't deliberate. I've seen him paid, though. So. Deliberately not deliberate. Deliberately not deliberate. And that's really, you got to turn your body, and a lot of players don't do that. Even Premier League, they sort of run straight out. They go, oh, how come it's a free kick? Well, turn your body, then it looks like you tried to defend it, you know. Absolutely. Make sure you're under pressure, but we're back underway. They clear it here, Tracy, but it's just going to go nowhere if the ball hits the deck. And I think we'll get another stoppage here, but Jabiru taking their turn of getting some forward 50 dominance, and only 4 minutes left in this third term, so both teams wouldn't want to concede, but both teams would love a goal.
They would, and the conditions have improved just a little bit. There's no rain currently. It's still sloppy, but there's no rain coming in, so you can actually see where you're going. They go into the forward line again.
It's a dodgy handball, and Campbell Shields has just volleyed it through soccer style. It was a very dodgy handball from Tracy, and he's loving it.
Look at that. He's telling the crowd how good he is, and why not? That was a fabulous goal. He kicked it out of mid-air. We talked about Ronaldo before. There he is again. Magic play, and gee, that's a fabulous goal, and that's put the pressure on, and that's exactly what they wanted to do, the Bombers. They wanted to make sure they went in to this break with a small break, with a small lead if they possibly can. They're not going to, but they're very, very close. Oh, they are going to. Sorry, they're 3 points up, of course. So it's a fabulous goal, and you wouldn't see better than that in any level of football up here in the NTFL.
Absolutely not, and he loved that one, and the Tracy Village crowd weren't happy, but not sure who handled that, but that definitely wasn't the right decision, and especially if you put it into Campbell Shields' area, he'll make something happen, and he certainly did then, just karate kicked it through. And
that's the sort of handball you dream about in the middle of the night when you wake up. Oh my God, why did I do that? That's life, isn't it? That's footy. Split decision. Still
plenty of time to make up for it anyway, as Mason gets a little slide tackle kick going and tries to get his player onto the run, but Jabiru have really made up numbers over there on that far wing. But Tracy win this one out. It's a handball out to Mason. He's going to be under pressure. He does well, though. And he just slams that on the boot and gives his team a chance to go forward here. There's players there. Slick handball. Can they have a shot on goal here? They just get a boot to ball. They're still on here. Can they pick it up cleanly? They can't. They're just wrestling with their opponent. Jabiru will be careful who he's come diving in there. That's probably a bit of a free kick. Umpire said no, let it go, and they want holding the ball here, but the umpire says I'll have it. But both teams just look so dangerous going forward, Dodgy.
They do, and the umpires have been really consistent all day. They've been letting the play go, so I'm happy with that. And these sort of conditions, it's making into a great spectacle, and that's great.
You don't want a grand final when all you can hear is the whistle. They've let it go, which is awesome. And there's a lot of pressure being laid in this contest. A little handball out the top from Jabiru, doesn't come to anything. And then Reed's got it. He gives a handball out. They could have a chance to have a shot on goal here, but this one's going to go left, and will be marked down there by Jabiru through Von Senden. And he's got a chance to just slow it up and keep the ball. They've got red time here, 2 minutes to go.
And Jabiru dropped three players behind the play that time to make sure they had the defence there, and it's worked for them this time, being able to keep it there. And I think that's the great man there who's just taken a mark on the back line.
Yes, Ferreira. Very experienced on the kick, smothered though. It could be a chance for Tracy, but Jabiru got numbers. Can they kick one? Can they get a soccer goal the other way? But it's just hit the post. But geez, mini heart attack there from Jabiru.
The hearts were in the mouth from the coaching division and the back line. They were just desperate not to let that go through. And well done to them again. They kept their eyes on the ball, and well done to the Tracy, who also put the pressure on out of nowhere.
All a bit too casual there from the Bombers, but we're back on this far wing here, and Tracy got numbers, but they've won it out here, Jabiru, really well, as they're going to clear this one through Guy Hoff, and that's into the middle of the ground. Cooper and Flanagan are going to battle for this one. No one can grab that as Flanagan gets onto it, and he's wrapped up immediately, and we'll get a stoppage as we've got 1 minute left in this third term. And
a minute to basically level it up or get a bit of a break, and neither side want to concede, but both sides want to, as you said rightly before, they want to try and sneak another one if they can.
You'd think both teams would be pretty secure defensively. They just want to get to this three-quarter time break and get ready for this huge fourth quarter coming up.
What a game of footy it's been, and as our ground announcer there called it, this is the premiership quarter. It certainly is. It's been fantastic footy all the way through. No side able to dominate, and we're right on the edge of the call here as Jabiru go forward again.
Wanamiri's here. Can they have one last crack? He's tackled immediately. Not 15 there. There's a kick here to a one-on-one. Almost a mark by Tracy. They've got a chance here, Jabiru. No one can pick it up. Flanagan dives on the footy, gives a handball to his brother.
Well done.
And he's going to dribble it out wide. There's about 10 seconds left. He kicks this one, and Tracy might have just escaped. They might survive.
Shoulder on the
5 seconds. He's run down. What a fantastic tackle by Jabiru.
It's probably not going to be enough time to get it down there, but gee, it was a great free kick, and there's a bit going on now.
There's the siren. Both teams letting them know that they're not liking this. They're really getting into this one.
Just showing the flag a little bit amongst it. There's a bit of jumper punching going on.
A lot of passion in this one. Don't get any cards, boys. They're really ripping in. The umpire's been hit. I'm not sure about that. That is not okay.
Which umpire was that?
That was the boundary umpire. I hope she's okay, as they're really getting into this one. This is not a great sight to see in a three-quarter time in a grand final, and hopefully that umpire is okay. That is really
the train for Jabiru is trying to get him off the ground, or Tracy, I should say, is trying to get him off the ground. Big one of Mary's.
And there's a couple cards come out there. The cards are out from the umpire there, Dodgy, so that's not what they would have wanted.
That was the third umpire, I think, the emergency umpire there. He's got the yellow card out for someone.
This is going to be interesting. I wonder if it's... So they're calling players out.
Back on.
They're calling the captains out, I think. And the crowds are going pretty ballistic. This game is... It's a red card.
It's a red card.
It's a red card to Tracy Village. This is huge. I'm not sure who it's for.
Is it for the bench?
I think it's for number 5. Yes, it is. It's to Shugman. What a spectacle.
Game. He's all out.
They're going to have 17 for the fourth quarter,
quarter. In these sort of conditions, it's just such a huge result. I don't know if there's another card going out there. I'm just going to lose my coverage here. Sorry, stand up to see what's going on. But it's the emergency umpire out there is also talking to each other. They're looking, the reserve umpires, the trainers talking to them. There's a bit going on.
Well, we'll be back with you very shortly with the final term with a lot of juice in this one. But don't go anywhere. A huge fourth quarter coming up.
We're for being in it together. Like Danny's team. She'll be captain next year.
For real?
For real! Or like this couple, celebrating their anniversary.
29 years today.
30?
Whoops, awkward. Well, congrats either way. And Sarah. She loves walking at East Point every Saturday with her besties.
Keep up.
I'm trying, Sarah. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Kazali's Palmerston, where you're always welcome. Our cafe is the perfect place to unwind while the kids let loose in our fully supervised kids club. From our weekly lunch deals to nightly dinner specials, great steak, schnitzels, all your favourite pub classics and modern Asian cuisine. A great selection of drinks, tasty meals, a bit of friendly competition and the best sport. Kazali's has got you sorted. Check out what's happening at kazalisnt.com.au.
Are you ready to beat the coach?
This ain't no regular thing. King for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot in this clean. This for my city, yeah, this for my team.
Play now at supercoach.com.au.
You know Territorians are a hardy bunch.
Hats off to you. Whether you're new or you've been here forever, we know what the weather can throw at us. That's why TIO Home Insurance covers your home for cyclone, storm surge and flood. It's good to know. And with the only contact centre, claims team and assessors based in the Territory,
We're here when you need us most.
TIO, we're for Territorians.
Bring it up, up. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Bring it back, up. Bring it back, bring it back.
Welcome back to the AFLNT's coverage of the 2025-26 TIO NTFL Men's Division 1 Grand Final from TIO Stadium on Larrakia country, where Jabiru are taking on Tracy in an absolute ripper game, Leo.
Oh, it's absolutely an absolute classic we've got here. Jabiru up by 2 points. This could go anyway, and yeah, I really can't pick a winner here. I just cannot wait.
No, it's going to be terrific, and look, there's going to be plenty around. There's going to be hard footy played, and we know this is the way that the passion comes from footy up here, and that's what it's terrific. And look, the spectacle on this ground, considering the conditions, has been really, really good.
It really has been. Both, you wouldn't even tell this is a wet weather game, the way these boys have been playing.
Not really.
The patches, they've had their kicking boots on, and been some really, really good passages of play, and this final term should have a bit of everything, and this could go either way.
And Tracy have been very clean with their footy, but Jabiru just got that fast running, hard game they play in these conditions, and as you said, they've got a team full of Ronaldos with their soccer skills.
Yes, there has been a couple great soccer goals. There was that one where it was soccer about 100 metres, then Campbell Shields karate kicked it mid-air in. So their skills have been on display as we're underway in this final quarter for the Men's Division 1 Grand Final, as both teams are going to give it absolutely everything to try and bring their Premiership Cup home, as Jabiru are going to win this first centre clearance. Bit of stepping going on there, and they'll get it to the half-back flank of Tracy Village. Can Tracy win this one out? They need to. It's getting muddy down there. Socket forward. They're looking very dangerous here at Jabiru, but Tracy defend well, and they'll wrap their players up immediately, and we'll get a stoppage. And
they did defend well, but also Jabiru were able to lock that ball in and not allow it to come out. So here's a real chance for them to put some scoreboard pressure on here.
Yeah, it's been goal for a while now, and Tracy'd want the next one. 2 goals would be a lot to come back from. As Jabiru are going to win this clearance again, it's a good first minute from them. Is that going to be a mark? Is that lot far enough? Umpire said no, probably the right decision. But Jabiru just going to sock this one forward to a dangerous spot. Holtz-Fitz is around there. Rioli gets a boot to ball. Tracy got numbers. It's not going to be 15. Holtz-Fitz grabs it with one hand, puts it on the boot, and has kicked an unbelievable goal to put Jabiru up by 8 points. And that's another twist in this absolutely unreal game, Dodgy.
It is an unreal game, and Fitzy, he's just absolutely on fire. He's put himself into the best player category there with his, what's his second goal or third? Third goal. I mean, 3 goals in conditions like this is worth 6 or 7 on a normal day, and he's just been everywhere around the ball, and the skill level he's got when he turns and runs, and he's almost doing a blind turn and straight into the goals, and that's terrific. And what I said before about Jabiru just keeping that ball in the forward line, that's what they want to do. They're pushing forward. That's the way they've got to win this. If you're going to win this game, you've got to win it by just running it forward. So Village must respond here. The Razorbacks have got to get something running pretty quickly, but they've done it all game. They've come back from nowhere. We thought they'd gone a few times, and they've been able to bounce back. So who knows? This centre bounce is going to be a real centre all up. It's going to be a really interesting situation.
Yeah, I'm not writing anyone off till that final siren goes. As we're underway here, Tracy want to win this footy, and they will as they get it forward through Mason. There's a one-on-one here, bit of a hold there. Umpire didn't think so. He's put the whistle away. Reads onto this one. Slick handball. There's a free kick though. Is there going to be advantage?
Oh, what a kick forward.
I don't think they've paid the advantage though, Dodgy. Oh, and Tracy wouldn't be very happy about that because that was a really good play. Anyway, they'll still get
a lead again.
And he's poked that one in. That's not a great kick as Burnett will eat that one up.
Unfortunately, the forward there led the wrong way. If he'd led the other way, the ball would have come in a little easy to him.
Yeah, and that's a nice little chip kick there. He's found his teammate through Regan, and Jabiru just want to hold the footy for a bit.
Tracy Village running back to defend again now. They're going to put those 2 or 3 players behind the ball as soon as the ball gets past the half-forward line.
Still have plenty of time to go in this Men's Div 1 Grand Final. Tracy are going to win this one through the back line. A solid hit there as he kicked it, but Tracy is still going to win this one out. They've got a chance to go forward here. A nice darting kick. Push in the back there. Umpire said no. And Jabiru have won this one out. They feel hard done by Tracy. I'm sure the crowd will let him know as the captain, Waterbury, has got this one.
He's been good, Waterbury, hasn't he? Directing and doing so well around the ground.
He really has been. That kick was just a centimetre off, and Mason's onto this one. There's a big hit late there. Really good contact, and both teams just going all in for the footy. This has just been an absolute cracker of a grand final. It's had a bit of everything.
You wouldn't want to go anywhere. You want to watch this game all the way through AFLNT live coverage of one of the best grand finals you'll see around this league, and it's fantastic football. There's only a few points in it. There's a goal and a half, and it's wonderful footy all over the place.
Yes, and it's going to be cleared, not quite by Cameron, but he's back onto it. A good tackle. Is that going to be holding the ball? No. Jabiru win this one out. Both teams looking pretty tired. Fatigue settling in. What gear can they go to in this final term of this grand final? Tracy will win this one out a little behind the backwards handball to Cruz, who's been unreal. He's just tapped it little ruckman style to his teammate, but he's under immediate Jabiru pressure as he's slammed in the back, and we'll get another stoppage. But every single player is just having a real crack.
And every contest is important. You've just got to put the pressure on, make sure your man doesn't get the ball, and that's the most important thing you can do in this particular game.
We'll get a tap in. There was a little jumper hold. Umpires just put the whistle away in this final term, I think. and he's just kicked it off the ground. It's going to work out, though, but it's smothered very well by Tracy Village. Jabiru just trying to get it forward at all mean cost. They've got runners. They've gone soccer style. They've kicked it forward to their half-forward flank. Tracy are first to the footy. They get a handball. Rioli's there. He gets dumped on. He's tapped it forward, though. There's still dangerous opportunity here for Jabiru, but we'll get a stoppage and a very dangerous spot for Jabiru. And I'm looking at Austin Motamiri here, Dodgy. He's someone who hasn't had an impact, but he could really win this game for Jabiru in this final term.
Well, the old age in footy, isn't it? You know, your big players don't get smaller, but your small players get tighter. So that's he's the man that's going to be the difference. It's going to be a free kick here.
I think it might be going to Jabiru. No, it's going to Tracy Village. My apologies. And
yeah, the umpire signalled the wrong way, but you're right. This is the time for the big, tall players to stand up and at least get the ball to ground. At least get the ball going forward.
Just keep it going forward, and
it's a 50-metre penalty too.
It's a big penalty to pay. As Hirsch has got it in the middle of the ground. Is he going to try and find an easy target here?
He's darting left and right. He's looking for an opportunity, but I think he's got slung after he got a kick too.
I think Whittle almost marked that, but it just slipped through his hands, and they get boot to ball here. Tracy, handball at the back. Darcy Reed's here. Is he going to have a shot on goal? He's under a lot of pressure by Waterbury. A fantastic tackle. Just gets the handball away. What a tackle by the captain, Waterbury, for Jabiru. But it's going to come back, but Whittle's dropped an absolute sitter, and Jabiru could be out here. Tracy still got numbers. Stripped to the footy. No free kick. Jabiru got runners on the outside. Campbell Shields wants it. He's got it on the wing. He's going to be run down. Still gets boot to ball. Surioli's in there getting himself down and dirty as Mason's there, tackled immediately. The pressure has just ramped up like you wouldn't believe. Tracy get this one out and they'll clear it. They've got numbers here, and it's a big jump by Whittle. By Cameron, but he couldn't quite grab it. Was that unrealistic? Umpire said no. Tracy got this one. Can they get this one forward? Cruz has got it as he's been stripped to the footy. That's a kicking in danger though. Yeah. He's kicked it with his opponent's hands right there. And then finally, teams will just get to have a breather because that was very intense.
The lungs will be burning, the legs will be hurting, but they won't feel it out there now because it's all about a big grand final. No second chances. Here we go.
This is as good as it gets. Jordan Waterbury with a couple monumental efforts for Jabiru, the captain. A great run-down tackle there as he's just going to send that one straight down the line. No one can get there. And Tracy there, they've ducked under this one. There's a little handball there. That was high. Umpire said no. Tracy kick it forward. There's a 2-on-2 here. As the coach, Cameron's getting in there. He's busting players around. Burnett's there. He's tackled well. Is that holding the ball?
Should have been.
Tracy still get it forward, but Jabiru have gotten a great spot, and they'll sit on this one.
Just needs to hold here. I know the pressure's on. Just hold. Look for opportunities. You've got to break.
Yeah.
Just make sure you don't turn the ball over.
Yeah, but your hands, with the ball in the hands of your experienced players, no rush of blood, which could happen in this absolute thriller of a grand final. There's a few players going up for this one, and Cameron's onto this, and he'll slide it, and this one will go out of bounds, or will it? Yes, it will.
And the benches for both teams are trying really hard to work out their best rotations because they're going to run out of energy. This is where the early pre-season stuff really pays off. You don't think it does when you're doing those sprints and runs up hills, but this is when it games like this in a grand final, that's when it really makes a big difference.
And I think both teams have had a huge pre-season, so we can see the way of the quality of this game as the Tracy ruckman's just grabs it out of the ruck, and I think he's just handed it to his teammate. He gets a little kick out the back. Not going to work out. Tracy and Jabiru just doing battle as they've done all day. And this one will find the boundary line again, but
hard to pick between them. There's a big break, 8 points in these sort of conditions, so the Village need to get the ball down there, get a goal really quickly and try and have another re-entry. That's what they need to do. It's at this stage, you'd say that it was in favour of the Bombers to take this one out, but you just can't tell at this point in the quarter. It's only 7 minutes in.
You certainly can't. You'd think Tracy would need the next one, though, as you really can't pick a winner here. No team to be able to get clean possession for the last few minutes. It's just been a wet slog, but Jabiru will get to go forward here. Flanagan wants to get to this first, but it's sockered by Holtz. Rioli's onto this one. You wouldn't want it in his hands. He handballs it out wide, I think, to Campbell Shields. Can he be clean? He can be. He's lost his footing. He gets back up, puts it on the boot. He hasn't kicked it, has he? No, it's gone wide, but it's going to land in the lap of whom? He's going to go quickly, kicks it inside, and he's found his teammate through Holtz Fitz, and Tracy caught napping a bit there, and Jabiru have a chance to go up by 14 points through Holtz Fitz for his fourth.
Fitzy going for his fourth, and just great football again from Jabiru, just controlling the footy around those big name players, and even Rioli's handball, no, didn't go anywhere, but it kept the ball going in the right direction. Didn't go to his right player, but it kept the ball going in the right direction. He keeps the pressure on. It's as good as a kick as Fitzy's lining up for his fourth goal.
What a goal this would be for Jabiru. It's on its way, and he's kicked it, and Jabiru are up by 14 points. He's got 4. Liam Holtzfitz, what a performance from him today, and this makes it a lot harder for Tracy Village.
And he would love playing next to the great Cyril Rioli, being a countryman, but also being a great AFL player. And, you know, it's terrific to see this sort of stuff going on in Division 1 footy. That's what I love about this league. People come back, they play, they give their time. They don't do it for money, they don't do it for glory, they do it because they just love the game.
They certainly do, and you can tell in this game here today, both teams just playing for their clubs, and it's just been a great spectacle. The crowds really come out, and I've enjoyed every minute of this, but from what we know from this game, Dodgy, I wouldn't call it yet.
No, and it's really interesting. Both these sides do not have a Premier League team in, so they just, this level of football is the highest they play at, and that's why they put so much effort into it. It's terrific, and I think this is going to be it's still going to go down to the wire. I don't think Razorbacks are prepared to give it up yet. 14 points is 14 points, but they'll keep fighting, that's for sure.
As we're back underway, and Jabiru dive on this footy, they get it out somehow. Tracy should be first there, but I think the umpire's paid a throw, and that's probably the correct decision, as it's with Patterson. He's been good today, kicked a great check side in that third term, I think. Possibly it was the second term. He's directing his team, kicks on his left foot. It's a dangerous spot. Up goes McAdam. Is that going to be unrealistic? No. Cruz has got it. He's going back very quickly. No, there is a free kick. It's going to be reversed.
I think it was shoving out. Yeah, he held him out, and you can't do that. It was the out-of-zone umpire that paid it. I'm not sure what the other umpire was doing, but maybe he didn't see it.
No, it was definitely a free kick, though. Good call by the umpires, who have been great today. And this one will go out of bounds. But, geez, that's a killer for Tracy. They thought they had a chance to bring it back, but a free kick given away.
They're struggling without that extra backman down there, Tracy, so every time the ball goes forward, it allows the Jabiru to have a free going forward, and that's been a bit of a difference going into this last quarter with a 14-point break, which is the biggest break of the game by far.
It is, and we have about 8 minutes left in this men's Div 1 grand final. Do not go anywhere, as Tracy have worked the handball through, and they can go inside 50 here. Kick's fallen a bit short, but it's a clever tap, and they work the hands here. He's trying to find someone that he likes, and it's going to land on the lap of his teammate. He's got it. Does Jack Tuttleby, and he's got to be quick here, and that is a fantastic passage of play for Tracy Village.
Just got to make sure of it, Jack, and then if you get made sure of this one more, then a quick clearance out the middle. Let's not put the cart before the horse, or the pill before the pain. Let's make sure we give it a nice big through the middle here. Here he goes, lining up.
He lines up for it, and Tracy Village have a heartbeat. They have brought it back to 8 points. Do not go anywhere. 7 minutes left in this fourth term. Dodgy, what a game we have on our hands.
What a game, and I hope you're enjoying on the AFL NT's live coverage here from TIO Stadium up here in Larrakia country. This is the sort of footy we love up here. We love playing these sort of games where they're so close, played with good spirit, great skills on display. And even though you think that the Bombers have done enough, gee, they're not going to die, are they? They're going to put a real big effort in the Razorbacks.
Yes, and there's still 6 minutes. This will feel like an eternity for the Jabiru Bombers.
Yeah.
But it's probably still too long left to just put it away. They've still got to attack and try and get some forward 50 footy. Don't just try and keep the footy.
100%. And you get caught holding the ball if you're not careful, and that could be in a really bad position. So you just got to keep that ball moving around, and the umpires have been great today, and they're allowing the game to go on. So that's what we like to see.
So back underway in the middle. Tracy Village have just kicked a goal to put it back within 8 points if you've just joined us. What a game we've got. And this ball will go nowhere. We'll get a stoppage. Both teams will be feeling the pressure, as we can see David Cruz, who's been absolutely phenomenal today. He's pretty exhausted. He's definitely got 6 minutes left in him, though. As we'll tap this ball forward. Nothing to come of it for Tracy, but they're still working it forward. That was a very high bump, and that'll be a free kick to Jabiru. And there's a bit going off the ball. Tracy don't want to be doing any stupid things here and giving away a 50. That's the last thing they need, is Jabiru will be able to keep the ball here.
It's a player down behind play there. I think it might be a...
Yeah, he did get a bit of he had his head down and got bumped, so it wasn't a great look. Hopefully he's okay.
He's holding his back.
Yeah, Isaac Wyatt, hopefully he's doing all right. And I think the umpires want to keep this moving, as we've only got, I think the Tracy Village crowd are yelling for the umpires to keep this game going, as he's up and he's going to take his kick, and that definitely is 15. Umpire has called play on. He's dropped it cold, as well as Mason's dived on this footy. He's trying to get it out to his teammates. The ball's gone through his legs, though. Tracy are just trying to get it moving forward at all costs, but they can't. It's a holding the man free kick to Tracy Village. They'll have a chance to go inside 50 here.
And I know that he was drowsy after being hit, but gee, you just handball it there, don't you, to get the ball moving?
As Cruz has got it. Is he going to chip the kick over to his teammate? Yes, he will.
Great kick, Cruz. David Cruz still doing what he's done all day. Fantastic play.
He's found Tuttleby. He's going to put it inside 50. There's a few players there. Jabiru get up. Almost a great pick up by Tracy. They couldn't get it. Kick smothered.
This Jabiru back six are working hard all over the place.
No, wants to take the footy cleanly. Was he taken high? He was. It's a free kick, Tracy Village.
Tracy Village, they just need to look for an option on the... Well, he's going to have a shot.
As Brendan Mason's got it, who's had a great game today, and he's got a set shot. Oh, he's played on, and it's an awful kick. It's come off his shin. He's had a rush of blood there, and Jabiru are going to be able to clear this one. That kick isn't much better, but Tracy's still applying this pressure. They got numbers. Can they get it back inside 50? It's a picked up. It's handballed away. Not a great handball. And they're going to try and shrug tackles. The handball comes out again to Flanagan. Here they go. Can they get inside 50? Can they find someone? It's to a good spot, to a 2-on-2. Jabiru got numbers there. Can Tracy get some clean possession? They're looking for a free kick. They're not going to get one.
Stop playing for the free kick. Just play footy.
I'm sure what that is. That's what the coach is saying. As Mason's trying to get clean hands on the footy, he can't. Every player's losing their foot. Tracy one holding the ball, but they won't get it. The tensions are very high. There's 3.5 minutes left in this men's Div 1 grand final.
The Tracy Village runner was signalling like crazy. It doesn't make any difference. I've never seen him change their mind yet.
As Jabiru are going to be able to clear this one, but it won't go much. Won't go anywhere. And Jabiru, what a fantastic pickup. It's going to be cleared. There's a 2-on-2. Wanamiri's in here. He hasn't been doing much today. Can he get impact? Can he impact in the last 3 minutes? Flanagan's laying the tackle. Wanamiri's in there. Tracy got players around this footy.
Tackle for Wanamiri.
And he's tackled that one, and they'll get a stoppage. And Jabiru finally get a bit of leeway, give their back line a bit of a breather. And Tracy bringing all their players to the footy.
Wanamiri's got a clean jumper, which shows he hasn't been put down very often today.
Burnett does well, reads that tap perfectly, and he's going to kick it to a one-on-one. Campbell Shields is there, takes a fantastic mark. Rioli's pacing towards the forward line. He wants it. Is he going to give it to him? He gives it to him to his side. Can Rioli take the mark? Well done by Flanagan. But Jabiru have got it in the spot they want.
Makes it hard for Cyril when the ball comes like that. Man of his ability, but he did well to keep the ball locked in. And gee, this would be a fitting end for his year in football, that he was able to sneak another one in here.
Oh, it really would be. 2 minutes left. Jabiru by 8 in this men's Div 1 grand final. Is there another twist left in this tale? Let's see. It's in Jabiru's forward 50. One goal would seal the game. Can they get one? Burnett's keeping it forward, but Tracy will win it. They boom it out of there, but they've got no one. As the captain, Waterbury for Jabiru. He spilt it, but he's still going to get the footy. He's under Jabiru pressure, but nothing to come of it.
So important, isn't it? So important to lock the ball in, even if you don't take the mark. Make sure the ball doesn't get out too easily. And he did well there, Waterbury did exactly that. It's
been unreal in the second half. A real captain's performance off that half-back flank. As we're underway again, Jabiru are just diving on this footy. They don't want this ball getting out. They just want to sit on it for this last minute and a half. Can Tracy get anything going here? As we're back underway. Both ruckmen, all players are just exhausted. There was a sling off the footy. Umpire said no. Cyril's onto this one, but he's just done a bit of a belly slide over the footy. Tracy there, Jabiru are trying to hold this ball in. Flanagan's got it, he's wrapped up straight away, and that'll be another stoppage inside the forward 50. Just over a minute remaining in this game.
I think the bench at Jabiru now starting to take a bit of a few breathers and saying, yes, I think we've got this, but what a great game of footy it's been all day, and fabulous work from both sides, but just the class of the forward lines, particularly Fitzy and Rioli of Jabiru, just incredible.
Liam Holt Fitz, 4 goals. What a performance from him. And yeah, this game has had absolutely everything. Both teams look absolutely exhausted. We've got 50 seconds left. And I think this is what's going to happen for the next rinse and repeat stoppages, as Jabiru have just got all their players around, just putting stoppages in. The Jabiru crowd is starting to sing. I think they know they might have won their back-to-back premiership.
Yes, great back-to-back premierships, and they've just set themselves beautifully all day.
And Wanamiri,
a great mark for Wanamiri.
That is fantastic. Beautiful body work, and he's taken it. He's going to take every second here. Austin Wanamiri, the ex-Melbourne player, and I think they're pretty happy with themselves here. Jabiru's, we've got 20 seconds left. And yeah, he's in no rush to kick this one.
He's definitely in no rush, and it doesn't matter where it goes, to be honest, as long as it stays in that forward line. Yeah, he's a magic kick for ball at goal, as we know, over his career, long career. And as I said before, it's great to see these players come back to give so much. As the siren goes for this men's Division 1 grand final, Warmups with a big shot on goal, and he's going to miss it.
Oh, but they couldn't care less. No. They've won their second premiership in a row. What a game. Jabiru too good for Tracy Village in the end. A heartbreak for Tracy, but just a fantastic second half from the Jabiru Bombers, and they claim their second premiership in a row. That is an absolutely wonderful game of football today, and thanks for having me, Dodgy. But who did you see as the best players today?
Well, Fitzy obviously 4 goals, Waterbury all over the place, Hume, Knapp, Mason, Cruz, all those players that we called a lot during the game. It was a great team performance from both sides. I thought Jabiru just had the class in the end, and that forward line with those players down there with Rioli and Fitzy there and Wanameri just gave them too much of a headache in the end. But what a great game of footy. It's played in good spirit. They deserve the win. They're going to celebrate that long and hard on their way back down to Jabiru, which is about 3 or 4 hours on the bus, I think. Not sure if the roads are open from catchment area, but they'll get down there somehow, and they'll enjoy themselves. They won't care where they are. They'll enjoy themselves wherever they are.
They definitely will, and Tracy Village will not die wondering. They gave it absolutely everything they got. They just didn't have quite enough in the end, and your goal kickers this afternoon for Jabiru, you had Owen Campbell-Shields with 2 goals, Sam Hume with 1, and Liam Holt-Fitz with 4, who was absolutely fantastic and was probably best on ground. And then for Tracy Village, we had Darcy Reed with 1, Jake Tuttleby with 1, David Cruz with 1, Riley Patterson with 1, and Chris Knapp with 1. It was a fantastic game of football. Thanks for having us on this Saturday afternoon. There is plenty more grand final and preliminary final action to come to you this Saturday afternoon, so do not go anywhere. And Dodgy, thanks for having me. That was unreal.
Fantastic. Enjoyed it, and enjoy the rest of the weekend and the weekend ahead.
No worries. We'll see you all very soon for some more Saturday afternoon football action.
TIO NTFL match presentation. This afternoon, I am joined by AFL Northern Territory Life member Michael Barfoot, who will be assisting with our presentation. I would like to congratulate and invite our officiating umpires forward to accept their grand final medallions. Field umpires Dylan Hall, Peter Clark, Dean Sullivan, boundary umpires Liam Hall, Catherine Flynn, Ellie Ballou and Jessica Stewart. Goal umpires David Bellaby and Charles Harrigan. And our emergency umpire Lincoln Clayton. Congratulations to all of our umpires on a fantastic season. Put your hands together. I would now like to invite Tracy Village coach Matt Cameron to come forward and say a few words.
I'll keep this nice and quick. First of all, Kingsley and Jabiru boys, congratulations. You're the better team on the day. I think every time we verse each other, it's a great competition, so well done, congratulations. Let celebrations begin. To AFL NT, thank you very much for letting us play in this great stadium and putting the games on every single week. Thank you very much. To the umpires, thank you for today. Without you guys, we won't have this game that we love playing, so thank you very much. To all the fans in the stadium, we heard you all game. You've mean so much to us, showing up every single week, bringing the colours. Sorry you couldn't get this done today, but we'll come back better next year. To my boys, it was a hard game, wasn't it? We stuck in, we dug deep, we never gave up all the way to that final siren. Really proud of yous. I guess we go back now, go to the drawing board, come back bigger and better next year. So thanks for the opportunity to coach you boys. Cheers.
Thank you, Matt, and congratulations to Tracy Village Club on a fantastic season as well. It is now time to present the Clark Medal to the player adjudged best of field in today's 2025-26 TIO NTFL Division 1 Men's Grand Final. And the winner of the Clark Medal is, from Jabiru, number 15, Liam Holtz-Fitz. Congratulations, Liam. Please help me now in welcoming Jabiru's Mark Grady to the front to assist with the premiership presentations. Starting from the top, number 1, Owen Campbell Shields. Number 3, Philip Cooper. Number 4, Bruce Burnett. Number 5, Oscar Randerson. Number 6, Samuel Wright. Number 7, Rodney Nagawili. Number 8, Cyril Rioli. Number 10, Misha Perry. Number 11, Sam Hume. Number 12, Duane Von Senden. Number 14, Jack Reagan. Number 15 and the BOG, Liam Holt-Fitz. Number 17, Isaac Wyatt. Number 18, Ben Guy Ho. Number 21, Adrian Corrie. Number 22, Aidan McAdam. Number 23, Harrison Quinn. Number 24, Braden Wiley. Number 26, Luke Davies. Number 29, Shane Venice. Number 32, Austin Wana-Ramiri. Number 35, Tom Guy-Hugh. And Jabiru's vice captain, number 9, Leonard Ferreira. And the captain of Jabiru Bombers Men Div 1, number 13, Jordan Waterbury. And now I would like to invite the Premiership coach, Kingsley Whitehurst, to get his medal. Here, Kingsley, this is for you now. Feel free to stand.
I'll keep this short and sharp. Thanks, Tracy, for the season. Appreciate you guys. To the umpires today, to all the volunteers that played their role each and every week to get this game rolling. I appreciate everyone. Sorry, Riz. To my boys, to our supporters, our volunteers especially, without you guys, it couldn't get done. And to my boys, I appreciate you guys, and look after yourselves tonight and for the rest of the week, and enjoy it because you're back-to-back Premiership players. So. That's it. Thank you all.
Thank you, Kingsley. You can stay up here. Don't worry about going away too quickly from us. Thank you for those words. It is now our great pleasure to present the Premiership Cup and Premiership flag to the Jabiru Bombers, Jordan Kingsley and the Jabiru Football Club. Head over, boys. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2025-26 TIO NTFL Men's Division 1 Premiers, the Jabiru Bombers.